This wasn't the year everything clicked. It was the year I finally understood why it hadn't. So if you feel stuck right now, it's probably not because you're unqualified. It's because no one can instantly understand what makes you different. And yes, I'm talking to you, but I'm also talking about me. For over 20 years, I helped build television shows. And in TV, there's one brutal truth. If the audience doesn't get it in seconds, they're gone, and they're gone for good. It doesn't matter how talented the cast is. It doesn't matter how good the idea is. Clarity beats quality every time. And that same rule applies to you. Here's what I see constantly. Smart people, experienced people, people with real results. I'm speaking to you, right? But then someone asks you, so what do you do? I get asked that every day. In fact, I was just asked that yesterday playing tennis. And suddenly there's tension many times answering that question, not because you don't know what you do, but because there's too much to say. You start explaining, qualifying, listing, and then you feel that moment slipping away. That's not a confidence problem. That's a clarity problem. And here's the part that surprised me. Even after decades in television, even after being surrounded by storytelling and branding and the best writers in the world, I struggled to articulate my thing. I had experience. I had credibility. I had the receipts. But I didn't have language. So I stayed busy, helpful behind the scenes, and I told myself a story that sounded responsible. I will figure it out later. But what I was really doing was avoiding a decision. And here's the shift that I made. Clarity does not come from experience. It comes from choosing. Not choosing forever, but choosing for now. Most people think clarity is something you discover. It's not. It's something you commit to. And once you do, alignment follows. And that's what's happening to me today. And I see this moment time and time again, talking to all of you. Different industries with the same blockage. People with years of experience who've never been taught how to distill it. And at TV, we had a rule. If you can't describe the show in one sentence, you don't have a show yet. And that rule applies to your work too. That's where the $2 bill comes in. A $2 bill, it's not better than $1, right? It's not louder, certainly not flashier, but it's memorable because it's different. It breaks expectation. And that pause, that moment when someone stops and notices, that's where the attention lives. Most people are trying to be impressive, but what actually works is being specific, being the only, being the $2 bill. If this is resonating, you don't need to reinvent yourself. You don't need a new personality. You don't need to start over. You need language. Language that helps the right people understand you without you explaining yourself to exhaustion. And that's why I built something very simple to help people like you name what's already there. You're going to find it linked below if you want it. Tomorrow, I want to talk about the hardest part of all. Owning your edge. Not finding it, but owning it. Because that's where most people hesitate and where everything actually changes. I'll see you tomorrow. Be the only. Be the $2 bill.